Welcome students, my name is Neeraj Partha and today we start a new journey dear students of your life. Dear students, at normal condition every student says that 10th class is a more important for every student. Why? Because 10th class has a more important topic in every subject. Okay. So dear students, in 10th class we have a one subject, that is a physics, and in physics dear students our first chapter is a current electricity. We are saying at the time is that is a electricity, but somewhere you can listening about the current electricity. Okay, so we start our journey with these following topics. The following topics for today's lecture is: first topic is a electric charge. What is the charge? What is the definition of charge? What is the symbol of charge? How we can measure the charges? All things we discuss in that topic. After that, dear students, we discuss about the types of charges. Basically, there are two types of charges, dear students. First one is a positive and second one is a negative. And we discuss the some properties of charges also. Dear students, we listening sometimes two words, that is a no charge, and sometimes we listening that is a neutral. That is based on some conditions. How we can change that condition, charge and uncharge? There are some methods, dear students, of charging of a body. So in third topic is a charging of a body. How you can charge a body with a different methods. Basically, we discuss the three methods of a charging of a body. Okay, now then we discuss, first we discuss the touch, what is the charge, after type of charge, how we can charge, then we discuss the what will the properties of the charges. Okay, now dear student, after that we discuss the unit of electric charge. Okay, now after we start our first topic, that is a electric charge. What is the electric charge, dear students? Dear students, in ninth standard chemistry, that is a chapter name is a chemistry, not a physics. We discuss the atomic structure. In chemistry, one more chapter, one is a one of the important chapter, that is the atomic structure. Then we discuss the structure of atom. We are using that concept here. How? Let in a atom, if we discuss about the any atomic structure, dear students, we discuss a central part, that is called a nucleus. A central part of the atom is called nucleus. Okay, that is a center part. After that, dear students, we discuss the some charge particle which is included in a nucleus. That is a some charges. Basically, that is a one charge is a positive and other charge, there is a no sign of other charge, mean dear student, that is a neutral, means there is a no charge. That is the first time we discuss the charge and charge. After some time you will be familiar with this name. Okay students, now that is the two types of charges. First one is a positive charge at in nucleus. Okay, and the second one is a no charge. Okay student, now after that we discuss the name of that charge, that is a proton, and positive charge is called the proton. Positive charge is called proton, and negative, sorry, that is a no charge, that is called neutron, and we can say that is a neutron, that is a neutron. Okay, and one more charge which is circulate in outer shell, that is called electrons. Everyone listening about the electrons, and that having a negative charge. So that is a basic atomic structure, dear students. Okay, what happen in an atomic structure? That is a electron which are moving in a outer cells. Okay, that is a outer cell, and center part, that is a nucleus. Dear student, if we focus the center part, then we understand that nucleus has only one type of charge, that is a positive. So in future we says the nucleus of any atom is a positive charge. Nucleus is a positive charge, and outer shell, the which charges will be revolve, that is a electron. Okay, that is a atomic structure of a atom. Dear students, if we talk about some natural condition, that time in a natural condition, dear students, every and each atom has a equal amount of a positive charge and equal amount of negative charge. That time we can say atom has a neutral. Atom is a neutral, means that have a no charge. Okay students, please write that line on your topmost paper. Okay, in natural condition, atom has a equal amount of a positive charge and negative charge. That time we can say atom is a neutral. Okay, now we discuss the definition of a electric charge. What is the definition of a electric charge? We have a three particles. One is a proton, one is a electron, one is a proton. These are the some important particles, dear students. But electric charge defined as the some properties of that charge. Electric charge, which says the charge that is the property of that charges, that is the intrinsic properties, that has a self-dependent properties of fundamental particle. Which is a fundamental particle? We include only a that particle, electron and proton, not a neutron. That is a some fundamental particle. Due to this charges, dear students, it produce sometime electrical field, sometime magnetic field. Both are available in a single electrical field and a magnetic field. Okay, students. Now that is the basic definition of a electric charge. So what is the electrical charge, dear students? Electrical charge is a intrinsic property of a certain fundamental particle due to which is produced some electric and magnetic field. Okay, now we move the next point, that is a types of a electric charge. According to our structure of atom, that time we have a two types of charge. One is a positive and one is a negative charge, dear students. So we can say there are two types of charges. First one is a positive charge and second one is a negative charge. How we can say the body has a positive charge and how you can say that body has a negative charge? Dear students, we are saying that at normal condition, let's suppose that is a atom, it has a one positive and one negative, both are equal. That time we can say that is a neutral. That is a neutral means, dear students, no charge. Both are the same word. Sometimes you are listening about the neutral word, sometimes we use the no charge. Both are the same means at the atom has a equal amount of positive charge and equal amount of negative charge. That time we can say body has a no charge. Okay, now let's suppose, dear student, if we remove that negative part, then what happen in which is a maximum condition, which is a remaining part, that is a positive. So dear, what happen in that condition? In that condition, dear students, that is a deficiency of a electron. It means there is a some deficiency of electrons, that is a negative charge. Deficiency of a electron, that is becomes a positive charge. So we write here deficiency of electron, then body becomes a positive charge. And some excess of electron. Now here if we mark one negative, then neutral. If we include one more negative, then what happen? That the effect of this positive will be cancelled out by the effect of that negative charge. So both are the cancel out the effect of each other, but one more is remaining. So what is the remaining? The negative part is a remaining. So we can say that is a excess of electron. Dear students, please focus on my words, is that every time we talk about the electrons, we are not talking about the protons, because the condition of a moving and the ability of a moving from one atom to another atom, only electron has that property. Electron will be moved from the one atom to another atom, but proton cannot be moved because proton available in a nucleus, and the breaking of a nucleus atom more difficult as compared to movement of a electron. So focus on that words. Okay, now so there are two types of charges. First one is a positive charge and second one is a negative charge. How we can get the positive charge? By deficiency of electrons. And how we can get the electrons? Excess of electrons, we get the negative charge. So that is the basic types of a charge. That is two types of charge. Now how we can get and how we can increase, how we can decrease the number of electrons? There are some basic three methods, dear students, divided into three parts. First one is a Charging by friction. What is the friction? If someone says what is the friction, then rubbing is a friction. If someone normal person asking about the friction, that is a rubbing of a two bodies. Second method is charging by a conduction. In the conduction, dear, we touch a one body to another body. One body has a charge, the other body has a neutral. What do you mean as a neutral? Neutral means, dear students, equal amount of positive and equal amount of negative charges. It doesn't mean it has a only no charge. No, it has a charge, but equal amount of positive and equal amount of negative charge. That means body has a neutral. Okay. So second method is a charging by a conduction. And what's the process of conduction? We touch the two bodies. Okay. One charged body and second that is a another uncharged body. What do you mean uncharged? That is a equal amount. Okay. And last method of charging, that is a charging by a induction. Dear student, conduction and induction, there are a different. Conduction we touch the two bodies, and induction we are not touch the bodies. We are close to each other. One charge, other no charge bodies. We close to each other only. Close, not touch the bodies. So now we start our first method, that is a charging by a friction. First method is a charging by a friction. So what the method? Friction word explain the something about that, that is a rubbing of two materials. Rubbing of a two materials. Let that. In charging by a friction, dear student, let's suppose the first material, that is a rubber. That is a rubber. And second material we have a, that is a fur. Everyone know about that. First one is a rubber and second one is a fur. And we rubbing to each other. We rubbing to each other. Rubbing. Now start the rubbing. Now what happened here, dear son? We are rubbing the one material to another material. And after rubbing that material, initially both are neutral. There is a no sign of any charge and no positive, no negative. That is a neutral, dear student. What do you mean by the neutral? Neutral means it has a equal amount of positive and equal amount of a negative charge. So what happened after that rubbing, dear student? And whenever we rubbing two materials, then heat will be generated. In winters, most of the time person will be rubbing our hands. Why? Because some energy. He gets some energy in the form of heat. Okay. Similar experience will be by that rubber and fur. When we rub two materials, then energy will be developed. That energy gives and that energy get by some electrons. If that energy has a sufficient amount of energy to release the electron and to accept the electrons, then electron will be start to move. And what happen after moving of electron? We know that when electron will be moved from one body to another body, that will be sometime positive, sometime negative. So what happened after that, dear students? That rubber will be charged with a negative charge. It negative charge, what do you mean by negative charge? It gets some electrons, it accepts some electrons, extra electrons, it accepts extra electrons. So how we can get that electrons? Someone donate that electrons. Which body that is a donate that electrons? The fur will be donate that electrons. So that donate some electrons, then it becomes a positive. It accept that electrons, that it becomes a negative charge. That it becomes a negative charge and it becomes a positive charge. So dear son, I hope you understand that what happen in a friction of a two bodies. In a friction of two bodies, when we rub two material, one body get a positive charge, another body get a negative charge. Okay students, that amount of positive and negative both are in a equal. Let it has a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 negative charge, and it also has a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 positive charge. Because if if one electron is moving, that it creates some negative charge, same amount of positive charge will be created on a fur also. So it balance to each other. Equal amount of positive charge, equal amount of negative charge. Now that complete. Next method is a charging by a conduction. And previous we discussed, in previous video we discussed, sorry, In earlier we discussed what happen in a conduction. In conduction we touch the two bodies. Okay, how we touch the bodies and how it works, dear student, let's discuss. That is a body that have a negative charge. What do you mean a negative charge? It has a excess amount of electrons. Means it has a excess amount of electrons. Okay, so that is a negative charge body. And we are having a one more body, that is a neutral. That is a neutral body. That is a neutral body. What do you mean by the neutral? It has the same amount of, let's suppose we mark a 2 positive, then it has a also a 2 negative also. So that time it is a neutral body. When we close to each other, dear students, now we close to each other. When we come to close to each other, what happen? Electron will be a negative charge. Negative charge only. Which charge will be movable? Only electron has the property from moving and exchanging our position from one body to another body. So that has the electron in excess, then electron will be moved in another body. It has the same amount of positive and negative. When one electron is coming here, then it reduce the effect of one positive. One positive. So what happened, dear, that have a one negative? When one electron is coming, that a one negative charge will be appear. That is a one negative charge will be appear. If one more electron is here coming here, then that positive becomes positive, cancel out, the effect of positive cancel out, and effect of one negative will be appear. So two negative will be appear here. So finally, dear students, it has a, the result is it becomes a nuclear 3 electrons. In that condition, 3 electrons are moving from that body to that body, and it also having that neutral, that is a negative. All 3 negative charge will be transferred from that body. So it has a negative charge, it also negative. In previous condition, that is a rubbing and friction, we have a two types of body. First one a positive, second one a negative. But in a method of conduction, we have a both are the same charge, that it is also negative, it's also negative. So right, that is important. We whenever we use the method of conduction for charging a body, then we get the one type of body, sometime positive and negative, both will be possible, dear students. Okay, now so now next, charging by conduction is complete. Now we discuss the last method is charging by induction. What we do induction? We are coming and close to one another. Okay, we are not touching the bodies and we are not rubbing that bodies. So in that condition, let that is a negative charge rod, it has a negative charges, and that is a one more charge, that is a metal sphere. It is a same amount of positive, same amount of negative. We are marking here all the positive, that is a all negative charge. Both are a that is a neutral, that is a negative charge. When it will be come to close, then dear student, charge have some properties. That negative charge particle attracts some positive. That negative charge particle attracts some positive. So all charges of positive charges will be bonded with the negative charge, means all negative charge particle attract the positive charge. So it will be some bond will be appear between the positive and negative charges. After that, dear students, we use that method, that is a ground method. That is a ground method. We are applying some ground method, dear students. That is a property of charges. All positive will be attracted by the negative charge, but in same time all negative will be repelled by that negative charges. So all negative will be moved to ground surface, move to ground surface in that direction. Let this diagram, all negative charge particle will be moved to ground. So what happened, dear students, in that neutral body only a positive charge will be remaining because of repulsion of a negative charge particle. This negative charge particle repel all the negative charge particle and all will be moved to ground. Then what happened, dear student? It have a remaining only some positive charge. When we remove our other body, then that body, that is a neutral. Initially that body is a neutral, and we get finally that becomes a positive charge. So in a first method friction, we get a two types of body. We get one positive and second negative. And second method, that is a conduction, we get a one type of body. Sometimes it will be positive and it will be negative. But in a second method, if we use the negative charge body, then other body will be positive charge. Okay, other body will be positive charge. If you are using a positive charge body, that time dear students you get a negative charge body. Neutral will be converted into a opposite charge which is used as a charge body. So that is a charging by a induction. Okay student, now we complete our charging by a different method. Now dear student, that first property of charge, that is a we have some positive charges and we have some negative charges. Dear students, these charges in a induction we say that some type of charges apply the forces of, if positive and negative have a charges, then sometime apply a attraction, sometime apply a repulsion force. If we use the positive and positive charge, then what will be the force between that charge? That charge are a same charges, like charges, that is a positive positive, that is a negative negative. Then what happen that both charges are repel to each other, means that charges and that charges apply some forces, that charges apply some forces in that direction and that charges apply some forces in that direction. Okay, so dear students, so write in your copy that if we have like charges, that time like charges are repelled to each other, we are not coming to close to each other. Okay, means there is no, if that are a positive positive, both are alike. If that are a negative negative, that time also like charges, that time both are apply a repulsion, both are apply the force of repulsion. If there are some different charge, one is a positive and one is a negative, that time dear students, what is the force between that time? That time unlike charge, that is a unlike charge, one is a positive, one is a negative, that time he apply the force in coming to close both of them. So it is a called, that is a unlike charge apply the attraction, it repel and it attract to each other. Okay students, that is a force between like charges and unlike charge, that is a first property of a charge. Now we move the next property of that charges. First, now we say the charge. One more property, that is charge is a scalar quantity. Dear students, that is a physical quantity divided into two parts. First one is a scalar and second one is a vector. What do you mean a scalar and vector? Scalar means, dear students, it has a only magnitude. It has a only magnitude, means there is a, it is a not depends on a direction. So what happened here? Let's suppose 1 coulomb charge, that is a unit of charge, we are explaining that property, is coming from that direction, and 1 coulomb of charge is coming from that direction. Then what happen at that point, if you are moving in that direction, that is a total 2 coulomb charge will be coming. But dear students, if you are coming in that direction, then 2 coulomb. If we change the direction, let's suppose you are coming from that direction, that 1 coulomb, this 1 coulomb not coming from that direction, it coming from that direction, it not coming from that direction. If you are to change the direction, then again answer is a 2 coulomb, means if you are changing the direction, if you are changing the direction of charges, then there is a no effect, it will be simply added and subtract. If these are the some opposite charge, that time will be subtract. So it is doesn't matter which is the direction of a charges. Okay, now next property is, that is a quantization. Charge is always quantized. What is the smallest particle in our atom, dear students? Everyone says the smallest particle in an atom, that is a electron. So dear students, if you are saying the body has some charges and some getting some charges and removing some charges, so what is the minimum amount of exchanging? The minimum amount of exchanging is a electron. E by 2, 2e by 3, it is not possible because I have already said, yes dear students, that charge is possible, but that charge is called quark. That charge is called the quark, but it is not stable. It is a not stable. So we are not talking about that charges. We are talking the smallest charge, that is a electron, and that is a stable charge. Okay. So we are talking about the electron, and electron is the smallest particle of our atom. So dear students, if any body will be charged and discharged and moving some charges, it it will be changes with the multiple of electrons. Let's suppose you are moving a 2 electron, 1 electron will be moved, 2 electron will be moved. Can you say कि 1 by 2 and half electron will be moved? Can you divide the electron further? No, that is not possible. So electron will always transfer in the multiple of a n. Where what is the n? N is the integer. N is the integer, dear student. And what is the e? E is the charge on a single electron. What is the charge? Write and remember that. That is the important point, dear students. What is the charge on a single electron? What is the charge on a single electron? C represent the unit of charge. We are discussing in about that. What is the charge? Charge is the, what is the charge on a single electron? One electron has a charge is 1.6 into 10 to the power 9 minus 19 coulomb. That is, that C is coulomb. That is a unit of charge, dear students. That is a unit of a charge. What is the unit of charge? Coulomb is the unit of charge. We discuss about that in a next slide. So what is the charge on a single? If you are a exchange of one electron, means you are exchanging 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Let's suppose, dear student, that is a one body and that is a second body. If one electron is moving in that electron is moving in that has a negative charge and that has a positive charge, because it gets some extra electron, and electron is a negative charge. So that body has a charge 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb, but minus, because it has a excess amount of electron. And similarly, if you talk about that body, then it also has a charge 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb, but it is a positive charge. Okay, that is a difference between them. So if you are exchanging one electron, means you are exchanging 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb charges. So that is a second point of a property of charge. And next point is that charge is always conserved. What do you mean a charge is always conserved? Let's suppose, dear students, that is a system. In that system, one body has a 2 coulomb charge and second body has a 3 coulomb charge and 4 coulomb charge. So what is the total charge? Let's suppose one more at 2 coulomb. That has a system. So what happened in that system, dear students? What is the total charge of that system? 2, 4, 6 and 3, 9 minus 2, that is a 7 coulomb charge. If dear students, if some time will be some exchanging will be appear. If some exchanging means that 4 coulomb charge gives some 1 coulomb charge to that material and 1 coulomb charge to that. So what happened here? That 1 coulomb becomes 3 coulomb and that 3 coulomb becomes a 4 coulomb and that 4 coulomb becomes a 2 coulomb and minus 2 is the same. So now calculate the complete charge of that system. So 4 plus 3, that is 7, 7 plus 2, that is a 9, 9 minus 2, that is again 7. So charge of a particular enclosed system, that is a always conserved. Total charge will not be changes. Okay. Now that is a one more property of a charge. Next, charge is always associated with mass. Dear students, if we talk about the charges, then charges it has some masses. We write here what is the mass of a single electron. 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kilogram. That is the mass of a single electron. If some electron will be exchanged, let's suppose that is the first body and that is the second body. It is a mass of Ma, it is a mass of Mb. At that time, that is a neutral body. After some time, what happened, dear students? Some electron will be moved from that to that. So it becomes a negative. It is a negative now, and it is a positive. First body becomes a positive and second body becomes a negative. What happens? Some electrons will be moved from A to B. Whenever dear, so let's suppose one electron will be moved, means electron has some mass. So what is the relation between that mass and that mass? First, at the neutral condition, that is a mass Ma. After charging, it has a mass Ma. What is the charge on that body? That is positive charge. How we can get the positive charge? When we donate some electrons, means reduce the electron. When we reduce the one electron, we reduce that mass. So what is the relation between that mass, dear students? Ma dash has a less mass as compared to Ma. When we donate the electron, we reduce our mass, we deduct our mass. And what is the relation between them? In that condition, dear student, mass of charged body, that is a greater than of mass of uncharged body in a B. Okay, so charge always associate with a mass. Write the mass of a single electron, that is a 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kilogram. That is the mass of a single electron. Okay, student, you understand that now. Total charge of a system remain conserved, that is a almost same point, that is a charge of a system is always conserved. If you are exchanging any charges in a particular system, in a universe also have some constant amount of charges. Okay, that is a property of charges. Now we start a next topic, that is a unit of charges. So dear student, we are already discussed about what is the unit of charge, that is a coulomb. So we use that all point in the SI unit of charge. The SI unit of charge, that is a coulomb. That is a coulomb. And what is the symbol of that? That is a capital C. So we write Q, that is a charge. Let's suppose you have a 1 coulomb charge, so we write the 1. If you have a charge of 2 coulomb, that we write the 2C, that is a 2 coulomb charge. So what is the symbol of a coulomb? That is a capital C. Okay, students, you understand that? That is a unit of a charge. 1 coulomb of charge, how we can say, dear student, 1 electron has a charge 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. If, dear student, we want to calculate the what is the amount, what is the number of electrons required to get the 1 coulomb charge. So what is the formula we use? We use that formula Q is equals to Ne. And how we can calculate that? First we give the answer. What is the answer? If you want to the 1 coulomb charge, if you want to the 1 coulomb charge, then we have required 6.25 into 10 to the power 18 electrons. 6.25 into 10 to the power 18 electrons. When 6.25 into 10 to the power 18 electrons are coming and give it to another body, that time we can say 1 coulomb charge will be exchanged. If we are getting that time, that amount of electrons, then we get the more amount of electrons. Whenever we get that amount of charge, then we get 1 coulomb charge. Okay, and how we can calculate that? Dear student, we have that relation Q is equals to Ne. If we put the value of Q, that is a 1 coulomb, and we want to calculate the number of, that is a N electrons. What is the amount of 1 electron? 1 electron is equals to 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. So if you want to calculate the value of n is equals to 1 coulomb upon 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb, and that unit will be cancelled out. Now we get n is equals to 1 into 1 10 to the power minus 19 becomes a numerator, then 10 to the power 19 upon 1.6. okay, if you divide the 1 upon 1.6, that time we get the values of 6.25 into 10 to the power 18 electrons. 6.25 into 10 to the power 18 electrons. Okay, that is the amount of 1 coulomb charge. If one body exchange, let's suppose we are asking that body has a 2 coulomb positive charge. What do you mean that positive 2 coulomb charge? It donate and deficiency. First of all, we are saying it a excess of electrons or deficiency of electron. It has a deficiency of electron. How much electrons will deficiency? 1 coulomb is equals to that amount. So 2 coulomb is equals to 2 multiply 6.25 into 10 to the power 18 electrons has electron. That amount of electron will be donated by that amount. That time that body have a 2 coulomb charge. Okay, understand that that is a positive charge. So we are saying the deficiency of electrons. If you are saying that is a minus of 2 coulomb charge, that means we are saying it has a excess amount of electron. How many amount of electrons? We know that 1 coulomb represent the 6.25 into 10 to the power 18 electrons. If we are getting the 2 coulomb, then we multiply 2. If you are getting the 8 coulomb, that time you are multiplying of 6.25 into 10 to the power 18 with a 8. Okay, students, that is a unit of a electric charge. After that, we solve one numerical based on that theme. What is the numerical? It says that we have a 32 coulomb of charge provided to a coin. How many electrons will be ejected from that coin? So dear, what is the given quantity? Given quantity is Q is equals to 32 coulomb. So what is the formula of Q is equals to N into E? We want to calculate the what value is remaining. We know the value of E, but number of electrons, we want to calculate the number of electrons. So N is equals to Q upon E. What is the Q, dear son? That is a 32 coulomb. We are write the symbol of a coulomb. What is the value of one electron? That is a 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19. When we move the 10 to the power minus 10 to the power minus 19 in a numerator, that it becomes 32 into 10 to the power 19 and divided by 1.6. When we remove that point, it becomes 320. So what happens? 16 divided by 32 2 times, that is 20. So we write here, dear student, 20 multiplied by 10 to the power 19. So you can write 2 multiplied by 10 to the power 20 electrons. That 2 multiplied by 10 to the power 20 electrons are exchanging. If that is a positive, then we get, and if that body is a positive charge, means that number of electrons will be donate. If that body has a negative charge, that number of electrons will be accepted. Okay, understand that? Okay, students. Now charge on a coin, that is a 30 coulomb. What is the formula required? That is a Q is equals to Ne. So N is the number of electron. N is equals to Q upon E. N is equals to that we get the number of electrons. So that is the answer of that numerical. Now, dear students, in previous question, after that we discuss one more some objective type questions. Dear student, in objective type questions ask some basic information about the previous lecture and videos. Okay, now how many electrons in a 1 coulomb? I have already proved that how many electrons in a 1 coulomb? 6.25 into 10 to the power 18. There are many confusing words will be appear in a optional, but the correct answer, remind dear student, Remember two things, 6.25 and what is the power of, that is a 10 to the power 18. So what is the correct answer of that question, dear students? That is a 6.25 into 10 to the power 18 number of electrons in a 1 coulomb charge. That is the correct answer of that example. In next example, dear students, that example talking about the, if there is a negative charge body by a friction, the method is a friction, dear students. What is the mean of friction? We are rubbing a two bodies. When we rub two bodies, dear students, we know that one body is a positive charge and another body is visibly negative charge. There are two type of charge when we rubbing two bodies. One is a positive charge and other is a negative charge. So what is the question is that when a body is a negative charge by friction, it means, what do you mean by body will be becomes a negative charge? It accept and denote. Now read the, a body acquire the excess of electrons, yes or no? Yes, that body has acquire more electrons, that times that becomes, due to that it becomes a negative charge. So first option is correct. Now read the all the option, dear, always. A body has acquired excess of protons. No, proton cannot be moved, dear students. So loss of some electrons. If body will be lost, that time it becomes a positive. Loss some in neutrons. Sorry, neutrons cannot be moved. So what is the answer of that? That is a option is correct. Okay. Now after that, one more numerical, that is that. If a charged body attract, means, let's suppose charge means it may be positive, it may be negative. Attract another body, the charge on other body. If that body is a positive, so what happen? It will be attract negative or positive? It will be attract a negative, because we know that same charge, like charge repel, like charge repel. So it is not, it is a unlike charge attract. So it will be attract. If that body is a positive charge, negative charge, that attract. If that has a negative charge, let's suppose we have a basic, that is a negative charge, so what will be here? That is a positive charge. So dear, second body will be, there is a no information about the first body, so it may be positive, it may be negative. If it will be attract the other body, that time it will be positive, it will be negative, both are the possible. So what is the answer of that? That is a maybe negative, maybe positive, or zero also. Zero, yes or no? Yes, zero means that is a positive and negative, both are a equivalent amount. When the both are in an equivalent amount, if you are moving the positive charge near here, then apply the conduction. Okay, what happening in conduction? Then negative will be attract, positive will be repel, that it will be moved. Then after repulsion, dear students, due to induction, we are applying the induction process here. What happen in an induction, dear students? When we apply the induction here, because we are explain that topic, why we are saying zero means positive and negative both are equal. So if positive and negative both are equal amount, then we are discuss about the induction. What happen in positive charge body? Apply the force of repulsion and negative positive charge, same charge repel, then positive will be move out. So what will be remaining here? That is a negative, and positive and negative attract to each other, so it will be possible. So D option is correct answer here. Okay, understand that? So D option is a correct. And next numerical is, a neutral body has a equal amount. A body is a neutral. What do you mean, dear student, neutral? I have explained many times in a complete video. What do you mean by neutral and no charge? Means, dear student, that have a same amount of positive. What do you mean positive, dear student? Positive means a excess or deficiency of a electron, deficiency of a electrons. We are writing the electrons in the short term. What do you mean a negative? Negative means excess of a electron. So what is the answer of that? It has a both the charges, positive and negative, both are in an equal amount. That time we can say the body has a no charge, that is a neutral, and we can say also no charge. Okay, both are the same, dear students. So that is the answer of that, both positive and negative charge in a equal amount. Okay, now now these are the assignment, dear students, for you in this question, dear students. All the questions are basic, and in our modules which are provided to us, dear students, you can collect your modules now. Okay, in that first exercise, dear students, that have a section A. In section A, some subjective questions. 2 or 3 questions are subjective, which is based on that video lecture and topic covered in that lecture. Okay, after that, in exercise 1, there is that is a subjective part and that is a objective part. So you understand about the module. It has a some subjective part and after that objective part, and in objective part A1 to A6 all are some basic numerical and basic problems. You can easily solve it, okay, after this video lecture. Okay students, after that assignment, thank you so much.